Oh, and welcome. It is the Miss Rob Hansen radio program right here on the Tri-States Undisputed Talk there. That'd be KTUX 1340 AM, 92.9 FM. It is Veterans Day. We're going to be talking about that.
It's the Miss Rob Hansen radio program with Miss Radio Rob right here on KTUX 1340 AM, now with FM.
And welcome. It is the Miss Rob Hansen radio program right here on the Tri-States Undisputed Talk Leader. That'd be KTUX 1340 AM, 92.9 FM. Want to join in the conversation anytime, 855-586-9134. It is Veterans Day. And to those veterans and their families, happy Veterans Day. And to the rest of you,
Happy Veterans Day.
no.
Okay.
Absolutely freaking not.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. Yeah, it's Veterans Day. We're the ones that made it home.
Mm-hmm.
We're the ones that had to watch our brothers and sisters die and still carry on and get the mission done. All this so our countrymen can live life in peace. Right now in today's world, we went through all that crap just to watch our fellow Americans act like Nazis and call for the destruction of Jews from the river to the sea. Then promise to slaughter them wherever they are in the world. Yeah, that's the message that we fought and bled for. Not. So yeah, it's Veterans Day. And I'm a veteran. And I sure the hell ain't happy. December 28th, 1984, about 16:30 hours. I stood in a hall with a bunch of other shiny, bright-faced kids. Rose my right hand while a major in, I believe, the Air Force,
That's what's wrong with you.
probably, administered my oath. Went something like this. I, Robert Douglas Hansen Jr., do solemnly swear or affirm.
You forgot to repeat after the B part.
Yeah, no. You never say the repeat after me
Oh,
part. Yeah, that's the officer.
That
I will uphold
that was the Air Force.
that I will uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America from all enemies, foreign and domestic, and bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And that I will follow the orders of the United States, the President of the United States of America, and those officers appointed above me, all in accordance to the Uniform Code of Military Justice. Sound pretty familiar there, Jim?
Yes, it does. By the way, mine was June 5th, 1984.
About 16:30 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, they're always about that time.
Was it by an Air Force guy?
No, mine was by a Marine.
Okay.
That's what's wrong with me.
Did he have crayons with him?
Well, yeah, that was the after party.
Okay.
Ours was catered.
There you go.
We got to sit down just afterwards. I'm kidding. But no, I'm not a happy veteran today. I'm not a happy veteran because I remember those words, and you know, when I got out, when I signed my discharge paperwork, roughly about 16:30 on August 15th, 1990, All that said is I didn't have to show up for formation or PT the next morning. That's all that said. It didn't relieve me of that oath. It didn't relieve me of the responsibility to put my nation ahead of myself. See, there's those words, uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. And the first three words of that said Constitution are we the people. It is we the people who made sure that that Constitution had meaning other than just pretty words written on some disintegrating paper. That was the meaning of that oath, to uphold and defend the people of the United States of America. As the riots across America have indicated over the last 48 hours, there are people with masks on their face waving Palestinian flags, tearing down American flags, desecrating sites that are American, chanting the river to the sea, intimidating fellow Americans who happen to be Jewish or Christian or neither of the above. That second part of that Constitution, or of that oath, is riling this veteran's blood. To defend from enemies foreign and domestic. When we think about this, and let me tell you what, it is a stupid war that Israel's having to fight now. There was no rhyme, there was no reason, there was no excuse for it to happen. Hamas decided that we're going to blow some holes in the fence, cross over, murder 1,500 people, kidnap God knows how many, drag them back, murder, torture, rape them, and then use them as human shields. While the rest of this godforsaken world, and a goodly portion of my fellow Americans, have taken to the streets to praise Hamas and Palestine. I am a 13th generation American. In my possession, I have a ruby ring that made its way across the ocean on the Mayflower. That's how far back my family goes. I have birth records and enlistment records of two distinct gentlemen from the Pennsylvania militia who fought in the Revolutionary War. My direct ancestors, by the way. I have the diary of an uncle who fought to free the slaves, who was also a prisoner of war of the Confederacy. I've talked to uncles, great uncles, who had their relatives fight in World War I. I've had uncles that have fought in World War II. I have had relatives that fought in Korea, Vietnam. And then it was my turn. I have younger relatives and cousins that went to Desert Storm. And then the War on Terror that is never ending. Each and every one of them took a similar oath. And I am angry for them. So if you've never served, go ahead and thank a veteran. We'll accept it. But don't pretend to lecture us. Don't pretend to understand. Because until y'all out there decide that you want to fix what's going on, by God, don't ever lecture a veteran. Because we stood where you could not.